almost pro level.
Our next bout of the night, bout 7. Bout 7. In the blue corner, weighing in at 216, from Regina, Saskatchewan. In the blue corner, Beaudry.
So it looks like we have another brand new fight for both these guys. Both guys coming to the ring. Beaudry and Jeremia Corrigal with no amateur fights yet. This is their first time in the ring. I think it still goes back to the training. You could just see if you've trained right at the beginning, when you watched that last fight with Jesse Loeffler, you saw that he had that wrestling background, and just like you said, Dennis, you pointed out the crisp, accurate technique of the single leg. That's something you can't really defend against when the technique is that perfect. And you're going into your first fight, you're going to get taken down, and then
You're right.
You might get surprised with that. Bill Beaudry, 220 pounds, Johnny Saskatchewan, complete MMA.
And these are some big boys coming up here. Everybody always likes to watch the heavyweights. You know, I mean, there's just more power, more speed. Everything is there, and there's bigger chances of knockouts because these big boys can swing.
Absolutely. At 35 years old, he's also an engineer by trade. He's got his iron ring, and he loves the problem-solving style of jiu-jitsu. He's very technical in how he looks at things. He also said he's good buddies with Paul Gabalski, who's fighting, I think, in a later bout. And they were joking at the weigh-in, saying, yeah, I saw Paul do it, and I said, if he could do it, anybody could do it, so I got into it. So we'll see how Bill fares here tonight.
And you got to respect the fighters that are doing this and still maintaining a full-time job. You know, I mean, there's guys out there who compete at a very high level and do the same thing, AKA Shane Carwin. It's amazing. This guy is a full-time engineer, and he's champion of the UFC. Well, interim for now, anyways.
Yeah. And Jeremia Corrigan at 230, 24 years old, from Team Savage Combat. We talked to Jeremia, and he said he's a big fan of GSP, Anderson Silva. It is his first fight tonight.
And he looks very ready, very focused, very intense. I don't think there's going to be any feeling out process by him.
He also said he got in. I said, why did you become a fighter? And he says, well, one thing to keep me out of trouble, and I work up north at MacArthur River, and I like to, says he gets 2 weeks in up there. We were working a 12-hour long shift, so he's 2 weeks off. He says that idle hands, the devil's work. So basically he said, I got to do something those 2 weeks when I was off to keep me out of trouble.
Well, if MMA is what you have to do, then it's definitely out of trouble.
But when he's coming to the ring, you never know until after the fight what kind of trouble you might be getting into.
He looks angry. He looks ready to scrap.
I think up north, when you get up north, I think there's a lot of tough guys up north, and
I think
that's
so.
part of.
You got to respect the blue collar types, you know, and both these guys are there, beating him uppercuts. This is a. Oh my God!
Oh, he's out.
Wow!
What a knockout!
That was a
incredible
very vicious
right
knockout.
cross. And that sometimes happens with the emotion of it.
Hey, you know what? All it takes is one perfect shot on the chin, and he did that. He caught him flush on the chin. That's the knockout spot, and that's all she wrote.
Here's the replay, tagging off the gloves. What we can see, he's squaring up. Bill does have his hands up high. It looks like he's defending against it. Some strong punches.
Here comes the left hook. He goes over.
Oh, timed it as soon as that hand came around, tagged him right in the chin.
Good counter shot.
Great counter shot. Great follow-up on that. And there's no shame for Jeremia there. He came out throwing. He looked good.
Absolutely.
But you throw a punch, you can't protect your hand.
That's
or you
right.
can't protect your chin when that punch goes.
And you see how that one really, you know, there's different types of punches. There's punches that hit hard, but you don't really see any snap to it. In this one, it snapped his head back. And that's really what you're looking for as a striker. You want that snap.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the winner of the fight tonight.
AJ just yelled over us. Bill is
first
actually one
round.
of his main training
That's gotta be
partners when he's
probably
not
a
training
couple
with you,
minutes
Dennis.
before.
And
By KO in the blue corner,
I guess-
Bill
Well, I'm sure he's got his hands full
Beaudry.
with Bill Beaudry here. He's a tough swinger.
yeah, AJ's probably got a better chin from taking punches from you and Bill.
Absolutely.
And this bout was sponsored by the Hub Sports Bar and Grill. Here you go, Bill. We got a gift certificate from Popeyes.
What
Here
an
you go,
event.
Bill. Billy Beaudry. Bill. Here you go. We got a gift certificate for you. Congratulations, buddy.
Fantastic. Here's the replay again. Flush on the chin. You start winding up, throwing a punch down near your waist like he did, and you're going to swing it up like that.
That's right.
You leave a lot of. You got to have the right distance so you don't get hit like that, or someone can.